So let's talk about Scourge. A villain that is literally from the film Rise to Bankruptcy, Rise to the Beast, where he is literally a Servant of Unicron who is literally having the name of the G1 character, the body of the robots in disguise, and literally it has the same element and kind of idea like Kratos, serving a powerful god and killing a lot of people. By the way, did I also mention that he's voiced by Peter Dinklage, aka Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones?
Lannister always pays his debt.
And he had a lot of potential. He's just a genetic bad guy who literally got killed later on in the film by Sarcodamus Prime. And it was explained poorly because it was written by 5 people who cannot write for shit, and it feels like it was written by AI, and the producer is a hack who cannot even decide for shit. Besides, we can't even make better stuff than them, because without Hollywood, the world will pretty much heal. And it's a shame because he had a lot of potential, had more character, and the only character he had is in a commercial where he got roasted by Peppa Pig.
Cannon.
Did you try turning it off and turning it back on?
Of course I did that!
She got some metaphorically big balls. Which is why we are gonna talk about the Yolopark Scourge, which is a model kit, which means you have to build it and paint it if you want that accurate rust color that he had in the film. And yes, it means that he doesn't transform, but to be fair, the old mode literally showed up like 50 seconds in the screen time and then never again in the film. Because he only transformed once and never again. Because it doesn't really explain how he scanned the old mode, he just did it. And besides, the overall mainline in the studio series just looks like absolute crap with the vehicle mode. But if you want this Scourge, he is available at Shoshi's store, so you can pretty much get him if you want to. Or get the BaiWei Scourge, which of course I'm gonna review him. And before we move on to the overall review, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. It will really help a lot with the channel. I will say right here, right now, that the overall painting and sculpting that is on this model kit is pretty damn awesome. And I do love that that this guy is quite assembly, like the way you assemble him is like a Bionicle. And considering I am a fan of Bionicle and grew up with Bionicle, it is a really nice touch. But I will say that one of the pieces, such as one of the shoulder pads, did not secure that well, and I had to glue into place. So do keep a note that not all pieces are gonna be well secured. However, the pieces that are well secured is quite solid. And yeah, he won't be wobbling anytime soon. I mean, there is some wobbly there, but it is not to a degree that it is annoying. And yeah, let me just say that the surface that he has is quite spot on to the CGI model, and even the back looks so damn clean. And even with his, well, robo booty, and I thought that RC was fake. Yeah, this Hunter 2 got a goddamn bakery, just like RC. I hope RC doesn't kill me for saying that. God, please, no. What is also quite fascinating is that due to it being really spot on to the CGI model, you can also see the areas that you kind of missed out on the film, considering, well, nobody watched that shit. But when you take a closer look at the details, my god, the amount of details that he had with overall truck parts he had in the film is well integrated, and of course the sculpting is really just exquisite. It just looks astonishing for something that is a model kit. And even the face sculpt, it looks so damn well. Even though that I wish the mouth could move a little bit more. Even though he has a hinge, it is not that well. He only opens that much. But something I do really appreciate is that you can also remove his mask, which reveals his very broken face that is trying to surprise us how he looks underneath. Oh yeah, did I also mention that he's trying to be a Tarn? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what they expect us to think about when he revealed us his face. Like, is this how Unicron treated him after they consumed his world? Like, come on, it's just a broken face. What am I supposed to get from him? Like, come on! There had been more potential for this guy. Even some people that actually made some fan theories that is honestly better than whatever they trying to do. But I do love the overall mechanical details that he has been through hell. That's for sure. The one criticism I do have is that the paint ain't the best added. Oh yeah. And also you also get an accessory where you also get, well, you pretty much replace this piece where you literally had to tap in the mask for a little bit more clean aesthetic. Anyway, let's just put on the mask and just talk about his accessories, which is literally on him, which one of them is literally his wrist blade, and it is very nicely sculpted and painted with a nice silver add-on. I do wish there was a little bit more orange kind of highlight as well, and it's also a little bit sharp. Be careful. Though what you should be careful is with his fingers. Ow! Damn! That is a fucking sharp finger. Yeah, the areas that are sharp, that you think is sharp, they are fucking sharp. Do be careful. Even his left arm, that is literally just 4 claws, which of course do spin, which is very fun to do, has some really nice articulation as well. You can really pull some very nice poses. And of course you can also remove it to give him his cannon, which you just remove and just add it on. You see, you gotta also be careful when you try to apply something, because sometimes pieces love to fall off. But yeah, I do love that you also get the option of literally just having accessories for this for once, especially when it's a weapon, unlike a Bombi Optimus Prime, which gets nothing on other than just replaceable hands. But I do know that the Maximals actually includes their weapons, so though I do wish they were included in the first place. Oh well. But it is really nice that you actually get weapons for Scourge. Anyway, let's just remove it so we can talk about the articulation for once. So they have this literally on the ball joint, so you can look up that far and that far. And of course you have a swivel on up and a down movement. You have a butterfly ball joint on his shoulder, where you can literally move forward and backwards. You also have a ball joint on the shoulder pads, which you have a Cybertron, all the insignias that he collected, which is a kind of note. You know what? How many people say that he's a powerful warrior? That every time they just tell them that he's a powerful warrior. Though they didn't show it that well due to the warriors that he fought. We only see them once and never know how strong they are. For example, 8-Blink.
Who?
You know, the character that only exists just to be killed off in the first appearance. We only see him run away and then try to defend, well, the Maximals. We never see him fight anyone other than Scourge, so we don't even know how strong 8-Blink is. So it's just empty. I wish that they actually gave us a little bit more time than just rush the whole film to show us how strong he actually is, instead of just telling us that he's strong. For example, like the deleted scenes of Optimus Prime just fighting a Decepticon that was literally deleted, and that would have actually showed us a little bit more how strong Optimus Prime is. And then when he's fighting Scourge, it proves that Scourge is a little bit stronger, but in that case it wasn't. Anyway, other than that ramble away, let's talk about more about the articulation with the bicep rotation, double jointed elbows, which do be careful, but I do love that it actually moves a little bit. Of course, I already talked about the loose as wrist swivel, finger articulation here and there. And for the other one is literally on the ball joint, and the thumb is literally on a hinge, and the 2 hinges on one hand, and the rest of the fingers are independent and are on 3 hinges. But do be careful when you articulate, otherwise you will draw blood. You all have a ball joint at the upper torso, which also reveals some more details, which is pretty nice. And of course you get the ab crunch and rocking back, and you also get more waist swivel down here, and you also get kick that far, back that far, and also a double jointed hip movement, which is something that I wanted Studio Series 1 or 2 to do, but they didn't. And this is exactly what I meant. You can literally have this kind of joint to kick forward, but you can also use this articulation to get more kick at the back, and that is something I wanted in the first place. You take notes, Studio Series. Anyway, other than that ran the side and a piece just falling off. You keep in mind this is a model kit, not everything taps into place too securely. You also get a beautiful spread if he's gonna get his ass railed. Anyway, by rotation, you get the double jointed knee, but you need to move this piece out of the way, otherwise it won't work. There you go. Wait, hold on. Yeah, and also piston movement. Very cool. And of course, up, down, pivot a little bit. Hold on. There we go. Could have been better. And of course,
swivel. And of course, toe up and down. So yeah, the articulation is quite nice. And I gotta say, it is quite an improvement. Anyway, now for size comparison. For size comparison, here we have it next to the High Toys Godzilla, AC Small Stars Kong, the Flame Toys RC, BaiWei TW1030 Optimus Prime, Yolopark Bumblebee, which somewhat scales well, probably not, a little bit too big. And then we have a Studio Series 38, the Superior Optimus Prime, and of course, me as a Gunpla. So yeah, let's just say that the scale kind of works well with the Studio Series, but also a little bit more well with the Yolopark Optimus Prime. But I think it scales a little bit well with MHC Supreme Commander. That is the best scale. Overall, while he is not the kind of the best figure of the year, and he sure do has his flaws, the amount of articulation, the stuff he comes with, and the amount of playability and the range of articulation actually makes him quite worth it. And of course, considering that he is a model kit, you can also customize him if you want to, because that's literally what model kits are. You can literally build him and paint him. That's the beauty of model kits. You can literally make however you want, and it is up to you how you want him to be. And of course, I will be taking a look at some model kits that I might be interested in. Some of them are actually pretty cool, while others like Ape Link, yeah, don't know. But it's pretty cool that I actually have him being a little bit more accurate than the official one. And if you ask, no, I don't have the official Studio Series 1. I sold him off way long ago. But I might get the BaiWei Scourge maybe in the future. But for now, that Yolopark Scourge, yeah, he was quite worth it picking up. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Thank you all so much for watching.
And stay tuned whenever I will complete the MHC Supreme Commander and the BaiWei Optimus Prime review. Only time will tell. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.